lesson 87 on finding missing factors. To find a missing number, you undo what is happening to the variable with the inverse operation. So 2 lessons ago, we already talked about this some. Today, we're going to really dive in and get used to it. So the first step is to find your variable. Figure out where it is in your question. The next step is to ask yourself, is your variable being added to, subtracted from, multiplied, or divided? And then after you know what's happening to it, we want to undo it. So if it's being multiplied, we'll undo it with division. If it's being divided, we'll undo it with multiplication. If it's being added, we'll undo it with subtraction. And if it's being subtracted, we will undo it with addition. Because multiplication and division are inverse operations, and addition and subtraction are inverse operations. Let's look at our examples, okay? So here we've got 5n equals 21. So first thing I'm gonna do, find my variable. N is my variable. Then I'm gonna think, what's happening to n? Right now, n is being multiplied. That's why they're next to each other. How do I undo multiplication? With division. So the way we're going to show that from now on, draw a line, write the 5. This means divided by 5, and I'm going to cross them off. That tells me that that's gone, and it helps me keep track of what I've done. Whatever I've done to this side of the equation, I've got to do to this side too. So I divided by 5 here, I divide by 5 there. Now I have 21 divided by 5. Okay, and I will do that. So I've got 5 goes into 21 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. I have a remainder of 1. And so my answer is 4 1/5. Okay, let's try B. 3 plus n equals 12. First, find my variable. It's n. Then I'm going to see what's happening to it. Right now, it's being added. How do I undo addition? I subtract. So I'm going to subtract the 3. I want to get rid of this 3, so only n is left. So I'm subtracting 3 here. They're going to cancel. And whatever I do to this side, I have to do to this side. So minus 3 over here. So my answer is n equals 12 minus 3, which is 9. I should have written over here, n equals 4 1/5. Okay, C. So here we've got 0.6m equals 0.048. So these look like very small numbers, but I'm gonna do the exact same thing as I've been doing. Find my variable, m, what's happening to it? It's being multiplied. Undo it with division. 0.6 divided by 0.6. Remember, the top number falls in the house. So now I've got 0.048 divided by 0.6. When a decimal's on the side, slide, slide, then divide. So I'm sliding it once here. I'm going to slide it once here. Bring it to the top. Now my new question, I guess I could rewrite it to look simpler, or I could divide it right here, is 48 divided by 6. And so 6 goes into 4 0 times. 6 goes into 48 8 times. So my final answer is m equals 0.08. All right, example D. This one's got a fraction in it. 1/2 plus s equals 3/4. So I'm going to find my variable. I got s. Look at what's happening to it. Right now, it is being added. So I'm going to undo the addition with subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 1/4. Cross them off. And then I'm going to subtract 1/4. They already have the same denominators, so I'm going to do 3 minus 1 is 2/4. So I have s equals 2/4 or 1/2. E, 45 equals 4x. Find my variable, okay, which is, find my variable, which is x. It's being multiplied. I undo multiplication with division. Whatever I do to that side, I do to this side. And so I have x equals 45 divided by 4. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 5 once. 4 times 5 is 4. Remainder of 1. So I have 11 and 1/4. X equals 11 and 1/4. All right, there's one more for you to do on your own. Find your variable, figure out what's happening, undo it with the inverse, solve it out, bring it to class tomorrow. Go ahead and get to work.